The purpose of this video is just simply to review inequalities with my students. Now, one of the things that you have to keep in mind when you're working with inequalities is how far away your number is from zero. If your number is very far away from zero, heading towards the right, then the value increases. So whenever you're going this way, the value increases. Now, whenever you go to the left of zero, the farther left you go, the value decreases. Now, if you keep that in mind, inequalities with whole numbers are very, very easy. Let's do a very easy one just to get us started. Here, we'll take this 1 right here, and we'll take this 5 right here. Now, when we look at 1 and we look at 5, we know right off the bat that 1 is less than 5. 5 is farther away from 0 on the number line. 1 is much closer to 0 on the number line, relatively speaking. Now, when it comes to negative numbers and positive numbers, like in this case, we'll have negative 5. If we have negative 5 and 1, we know because this is a positive number, automatically, regardless of what is here, because it's negative, we know that the 1 is going to be greater than the negative 5. Now here I would read this as 1 is less than 5, and here I would say negative 5 is less than 1. Now, sometimes people get confused when they have negative numbers, comparing them and not negatives with a positive. For instance, if they see a negative 5 and then they see a negative 1, it's more difficult perhaps for them to figure out which one is more value, because usually when we think of 5, we think 5 is greater than 1, but this is not 5 and this is not 1. This is negative 5 and this is negative 1, and negative 5 is much farther away from 0 than negative 1. Therefore, at negative 5, it has less value. Therefore, negative 5 is less than negative 1. Now, this was very quick, but it's just one of those things that if you can keep straight in your mind, the farther away from 0 that you get going towards the right, the more the value increases. The farther left you go, the more the value decreases. And it doesn't have to be able to, we don't even have to say in relation to 0. We could just say the farther left you go, less value, the farther right you go, more value, because we had a number line. And I'll pause for just a moment to create this. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I've got a new number line here, and 0 is not on this one. This number line, our number on this end starts out with 12, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, on up to 25. And you'll notice that as I was going to the right, my value increased. Now, if I were to start at 25 and work my way to the left, my value is going to decrease. So a good rule would be, the farther right you go, the more value your number will have. The farther left you go, the less value your number will have. And if you can kind of keep that straight in your mind and think of it in terms of a number line, it's really easy to do inequalities. I'll do one more example before I stop. Let's say that I have 21 here. Okay, 21, and I want to compare it to 24. Well, I see that 24 is to the right of 21, so I know that 21 is less than 24. Now, here let's take 17, and here's 15. Because 17 is to the right of 15, I know 17 has greater value. So 17 is greater than 15. Now, I just want to clean up a little bit. So inequalities are relatively easy if you just keep a few things straight in your mind and how the numbers would look if they were on a number line. Would you be going to the right, where the values would increase, or are you going to the left, where the values decrease? I hope that this helps you better understand inequalities with whole numbers. Thank you for watching.